Sunday morning I was going to church with a Vietnamese officer and with other Vietnamese personnel. And I declined the offer. The Jeep that I was supposed to be riding in hit a mine. Everybody was killed. But that wasn't the only time that I was set up. There's other times. Then later I stepped on the mine. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, when I woke up in the Philippine Army in Clark Air Force Base, I was paralyzed from the waist down. I was completely disoriented. The only reason I know what I'm telling you is because of the research that we did when we started writing the book. I had completely lost my taste and my hearing. I didn't even know who I was. And there was one Marine, thank you Marine, for doing a good job. There was one Marine, Hispanic, that found a dog tag in the lapel on my black pajamas that I was wearing. And he was the only one that could pronounce the name Benavidez. So I'm here because of him. I'll never know his name. I found out I was paralyzed. I got transferred to Big Provision, San Antonio, Texas. And I was declared never to walk again. And I used to see on TV and news all these guys that were burning the flag, all these guys that were demonstrating, that were against our presence in Vietnam. I could see even young ladies, young men wearing the flag in the seat of the pants. And I could hear about them going to Canada, refusing to serve in the armed forces. Every single night, 6 o'clock. And I remember what an old non-commissioned officer would tell me during my airborne training. Benavidez, quitters never win and winners never quit. But there's a will, there's a way. And I used to slip out of bed at night and crawl to a wall and sit and back myself up against the wall and stand there and then move my toes left and right. Every single night I would do that. I would get caught and the nurses would give me a pill for me to sleep. I stayed on the pill for 9 months. They'd give me a shot. I don't mean to be funny, lady, but I'm telling you, I know what it is. I could go to sleep, but I'd get up every chance I got to get out of there to walk. I wanted to go back to Vietnam to help my buddy. Well, to make a long story short, 10 months later, I walked out of that hospital with a limp, but I walked out. And Dr. Omar, who I mentioned in my book, he lives in Prescott, Arizona now. He came up to me and put his arm around my shoulder, and he said, Benavidez, you know you're about the hard-headed Mexican I ever did know. I said, sir, doctors do make mistakes. So I went back to Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and I started rehabilitating myself better. Started running 10 miles a day, doing push-ups, 150 push-ups. In a hot summer day, you know. Then in '68, I went back to Vietnam. That day, May 2nd, 1968, was the day that I think the good Lord stated, and I quote,